Welcome to the Young Creole Field out here at High School Paarl Gymnasium. We're in a beautiful part of the world in the Cape Winelands of South Africa, and it's a very warm welcome to this international under-20 series. And the purpose of this series is to get these under-20 teams ready for the under-20 World Cup in Argentina in June. Up next, or the first game of the day, is Argentina under-20 taking on Namibia. That is the open-age Namibian side. They'll be looking to get their sides ready for that Japan World Cup starting in September in about 6 or 7 months' time. We were with Coach Paarl Davies of Namibia with Andre Strauss earlier.
Full World Cup is around the corner. Are you happy with where preparations are at the moment?
Yeah, we're in a sort of an embryonic phase in terms of our preparation, but you know, this competition here in South Africa over the next 10 days will give us a really good baseline for the home-based players to go into the Supersport Challenge.
Are you happy with where the team is at the moment? Are you happy with the composition of the team, or are you still waiting for players to come back into the squad?
Well, we're still waiting. As you know, we've got players in South Africa, in Namibia, and in Europe playing. So, but we know where the squad is. We've been building it for the last 4 years, and we've got 4 phases to get ready for the World Cup. The Supersport being one, Nations Cup, Africa Cup, and then into the World Cup itself. So we've got an excellent 4 or 5 months to come, and really excited about the challenges.
And this tournament right here over the next couple of days, what are your plan and what do you want to get out of these 4 games that you've got playing?
It's just basically some performance objectives. You always want to win games, but the results are secondary for us at the moment because we want to try and work on some attacking structures we've been looking to develop, as well as our defensive structures. So it's about performance objectives really, and making sure that what we do in a training field gets transferred into a match under pressure.
Thank you, Phil, and all the best for this day.
Pleasure. Thank you. Cheers.
So, Los Pumitas, Argentina under-20s taking on Namibia. And Argentina under-20s, Los Pumitas, have got a lot of players in the starting 15 who played at the under-20 World Cup last year in France. Their front row of Minervino, Dimchev and Caruro are very industrious. Watch out for the 2 lock forwards in Bernstein and Burr. Then their loose trio of Juan Cruz Perez Rachel and Juan Martin Gonzalez, and then also Batista Pedemonte, who scored a few tries, especially a try against England in that under-20 World Cup. Their backline, very fiery. Watch out for the left winger, Mateo Carreras, who scored 5 tries at the under-20 World Cup last year. Joaquin de la Vega, the fly-off as well, played in that tournament. Garcia, the scrum-off, has been at the previous 2 World Cups. Watch out for Santiago Chacabares, who was with the preseason with the Jaguares. And then Juan Pablo Castro is the captain. Number 14 and number 15, Quincy and Mendy, both got Youth Olympic gold medals last year in Rugby 7s. And then their backline as well, a lot of experience in that backline. Watch out for the replacement fly-off and Nicolas Roger, also their dynamic winger in Rodrigo Escrow. Namibia, well, just a lot of experience. Take note in number 9, Eugene Yankees, who has the most caps for a Namibian player for his country. Their front row in Andre Rodemeyer, Orbit Nokia, who's the vice captain, and AJ de Klerk. Not that much experience there, so they'll be looking to just get ready with a lot more games coming up so that they're ready for Japan in 2019. Their lock pairing as well, also pretty dynamic in Jericho and Ludek. Watch out for him with the big beard. And then Damens, the open side flanker, is a big unit as well. Watch out for Gosbeg and Boyson. Number 10, Cliven Loubser, was the understudy to Kotze, who was Namibia's leading point scorer of all time. And then Yandre de Toy and also De La Harp, who is the captain of Namibia. JC Krathing, the outside centre. Johan Tromp, who played also at the World Cup in 2015 and has scored 19 tries for his country. Watch out for Chrysander Buerta as well. Very experienced, making his debut all the way back in 2008. And then the bench as well, they've got some exciting players. Watch out for P.W. Steenkamp. Today with me in the commentary box is Andries Strauss. Andries, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Justin, and what a fantastic day it is to come and watch the age group rugby between Argentina under 20s and then the Namibian side. And as their coach Phil Davies had mentioned earlier, Justin, a team made up mostly of locally based players in Namibia and South Africa, and still missing some key players who represent various clubs abroad, and some players that played in the Varsity Cup that will still be pulled into this side. So very much a test for Phil Davies to see where his players are at. And then Argentina, they always look strong and physical, and this should be a phenomenal game of rugby to watch.
Argentina under 20s, well, they've already played 2 games this year. They beat Brazil 90 points to 5 at the South American Championship about a month ago. They then lost to Uruguay, who are making inroads at the under 20 level, 38 points to 32. Namibia, on the other hand, it is their first outing of the year after an impressive 6 out of 8 return last year, where they also won the Africa Gold Cup with a victory over Kenya. The ref today is Ben Krause, and what a setting it is out here in Paarl.
Yeah, Ben Krause is a very experienced referee who's come through the ranks quite nicely, Justin, and he take control of this match, and we're sure to see a flowing match of rugby out there between 2 teams who definitely like giving the ball air.
And also Argentina, well, they'll be looking to improve their ranking of 6th, where they finished 6th in the Under-20 World Cup last year. And it all comes down, Andries, to the preparations. These warm-up games, they might be warm-up games, but they're pretty vital in getting combinations going.
Definitely, Justin. You often hear coaches mention that the result is secondary to what they're trying to achieve from these matches, but ultimately no one goes onto the rugby field planning to lose. So it will be extremely competitive. Coaches will be looking at the various combinations of key parts of their game, and also see where the conditioning is of their teams. They've got a couple of months going into the various World Cups, so there's still some time to improve on shortcomings, but the results, even though they mention that they're not that important, I can promise you that when they run onto that field, it will definitely be in the back of their minds.
Guys, don't forget to thank Twizzle, who's bringing you the broadcast, and this is the first time that it's on SuperSport, and it's also on...
So also, just not to forget, after this is of course the Junior Springboks, the home side, and they are taking on Georgia. On Saturday at Tygerberg Rugby Club, we have Los Pumitas versus Georgia, and then the Junior Springboks versus Namibia, open age. And then in 8 days' time on Wednesday, we've got Namibia versus Georgia, and then the Springboks versus Argentina, and that's at Paarl Gymnasium. Special shout out to Twizzle for making this stream possible with School Sport Live. And it is the beginning of what promises to be a fantastic international under-20 series. The fans all coming out, and it's a picturesque setting. In terms of the Under-20 World Cup in June later this year, Argentina, well, they've got Wales, Fiji and France in their pool. For Namibia, you are going to the 2019 Japan World Cup. They have New Zealand, South Africa, Italy and Canada. Argentina are making their way out onto the Jan Creel field, and a lot of experience, and especially that man, the winger Carreras, who was absolutely electrifying at the World Cup last year. 5 tries.
Yeah, what a fantastic setting, Justin. You just mentioned it at Paarl Gymnasium, a school in South Africa that has produced many of our Springboks, John de Villiers, Mario Joubert, of course, from these benches behind us, Justin. And then let's not forget Skalkberger, also a pupil of Paarl Gymnasium, a special field that we're going to watch this rugby match on. And as we look at Namibia coming onto the field, this surely is a start to their preparations going into the World Cup, into what will be an extremely tough pool.
Namibia are led by that man, Daryl De La Harpe, who has 47 tests for his country, including 9 tries. Captain Courageous. Almost ready to go. And Argentina already 2 games into their year. Namibia, well, how ready are they for 2019? Loubser for Namibia, the pivot will get us underway. And we're underway. Loubser with a deep kick. And immediately there, Gonzalez struggles. But he responds with quite a good carry. Garcia, the scrum off, is at the base. De La Vega looking for touch. And that ball is not out. A devastating Namibian backline. Here's Poison, the 8th man. So immediately some territory for Namibia. And that time, good carry there. Jericho waits and he crashes it up. Yankees, the most capped Namibian player, and they spread the ball wide. Crisanda Buddha with a wonderful pass to Janre de Toy, working the tram lines here. And they're looking composed from the onset. Yankees, Loubser, and Jericho with another carry. Yankees, and that's gone back, so it's play on. Ludic with a bit of a show and go. Gain some meters. Argentina trying to poach it. Yankees looking to settle things down. And the chase is on here. Garcia does well to get that down.
Very good start there by Namibia. Put the Pumas or the Argentinian side under a lot of pressure, but likely so, Justin. The Argentinian team defensively very strong. They got their line set really quickly and they got off the line, made some tackles. Exciting start, and important for these guys to get themselves into the game as soon as possible. Make a tackle, get your hands onto the ball, get acquainted with the conditions.
De La Vega. Namibia take it cleanly. Good run again by Poison, the 8th man. Crisanda Buerta, the experienced fullback, feeds it away to Loubser. And there's Jericho in midfield. Yankees, Loubser with a lovely kick there.
Lovely kick by Loubser, and identifying the space in behind. Like we mentioned earlier, the Argentinian side sets their defense quickly, gets off the line quite hard, and as a result, there is some space in behind, and looked up by the scrum of Yankees in this side, and in this case, Clevin Loubser seeing the space in behind.
Okay, listen up. You ask me for numbers, you keep the gap. There's your marker, okay? Thank you.
Tim Chef will throw, and it's a scrappy one. Galsberg gets it back. The blindside flanker, Yankees. Difficult one for Boyson, and here's big trouble. Beating away here is Castro. Look at the pace of the outside centre. Will he get reeled in? Lovely running by the captain, Castro. It's there for De La Vega. Garcia. Perez Rachel lets it go, but it's play on. A perfect opportunity for Los Pumitas to strike. Garcia frees it away. So some devastating running early on. Pedemonte, Garcia, De La Vega, Choco Juarez, the big inside center. Gonzalez.
And what you don't want to give this Argentinian team is turnover ball, and like they rightly did there, Castro just punishing the Namibian side for giving an easy ball. And this is what this team will do, much like the French. They like the broken style play, they like the open play, and they'll punish you if they do get the opportunity.
De La Vega.
Gentlemen, side fringes. Give me half a step, please.
They're going to go for post here to get first blood. And Andre's just 5 minutes gone. Namibia having an opportunity to score some early points, and an error there leading to this eventual penalty. Great running there by Castro.
Yeah, great running by Castro, and just also completely against the flow of play in the first 5 minutes. Namibia kept hold of the ball, saw the space in behind, took it, kicked the ball in behind the massive pack of forwards of Argentina, and the next thing, one ball on the floor, and they found themselves probably 3 points behind.
De La Vega, no problem. You can do that any sleep. Argentina under 23, Namibia 0.
I just love watching the Argentinians kick the rugby ball. It's with so much comfort. It comes so naturally into them to kick the rugby ball, and they all have the same style. They just have the similar, simple style of kicking the rugby ball.
Loubser already 144 points in 13 tests. And here is Gonzalez, the blindside flanker, captained the side against Brazil and Uruguay about a month ago. And Los Pumitas, fine touch, but something to work with here, Andres, for Namibia.
Again, a good result for Namibia. Kick-off fielded by Argentina and then kicked out inside their own 10-meter line. So the Namibians, they'll lick their lips off for this. They've had the upper hand physically over this side, and they'd want to come and exert themselves on this match.
Nokia, the vice-captain, to throw. Difficult one for Boyson. Garcia pops it to Pedemonte. He's a machine, this number 8. So much experience. Garcia, brilliant line there. Pops the pass beautifully. Argentina rugby at its best, as they're looking really dangerous. And you can see that they've played a few games already. That was Dimchev that time. De La Vega, Chacobares. Garcia. Argentina controlling the game at the moment, especially in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Pedemonte again. Garcia, De La Vega back on the inside there. Dimchev out the back. De La Vega. Space on the right. Here's trouble. It's Kinti, the right winger. Garcia, De La Vega. And the forwards getting heavily involved, and they've got a free play. De La Vega having a dart. Working their way through the phases. And there's the captain. It's a captain try. Castro, Juan Pablo Castro scores for Los Pumitas.
Fantastic try that was by Argentina, and they'll punish you when they keep the ball in hand. Extremely simple in the way they approach this match, Justin. They keep moving the ball into space by some short passes, taking the direct route, and we look at the highlights here. They'll show the ball, hard working the tackle, and now into the hands of the captain, and he's going to be tough to stop. Castro getting over for the first 5-pointer of this under-20 competition.
2 World Cups. 2 under-20 World Cups for the captain, Juan Pablo Castro. Scored a try in the Scotland fixture of that World Cup. So De La Vega adds the extras, and Argentina, Andres, look very dangerous.
And both of the times they scored points came off mistakes from Namibia, and we've said it at the start, they will punish you if you give them broken play, and they did exactly that. Once they get their hands onto the ball, they will not relinquish it easily. So Namibia have got their work cut out here for them. They're going to have to limit their mistakes and make sure they hold on to the ball when they do get the opportunity.
The Namibian side only arrived yesterday. Argentina have been here for about 4 or 5 days. They've been through some good training sessions. It's another deep kick from Loubser. And Argentina crash it up through Gonzalez. Garcia, De La Vega looking very relaxed.
De La Vega looking comfortable kicking the ball with both his right and his left feet, and that's what you need from your fly. If you need him to be able to kick off both feet when he does come under pressure. Another good result here for Namibia off that kick-off, and they really want to just hold onto the ball and build some pressure, get some scoreboard points on the scoreboard.
And Crisanda Buerta, 215 points in 56 tests. You'll be looking to get the ball in hand. Nokia for Namibia. Up for it is Ludek. Peeling it away is the Prince. Pops it nicely to the captain. Big hit there, no arms though. And Namibia, can they string something together? Loubser with a great pass there. Buerta hitting the line. So Namibia do have the advantage. And here's Poison, the number 8. Yankees Loubser. De La Harp gets the offload away brilliantly to the blindside flanker, the Prince. And then it's gone forward.
Heartbreaking by Johan Tromp, open try line and let the ball slip. And Namibia needed that, Justin. They've been under the cosh every time they've slipped up with the ball. An ideal opportunity for them to get points on the scoreboard. As you look at De La Harp get that magic ball away and then open try line lets it slip through his hands.
It was Johan Tromp on the outside there, the right winger. 40 tests for Namibia, 19 tries. And 2 tries at the 2015 World Cup against Tonga and Argentina as well.
Frenetic start to this match, Justin. Really quick, and both teams being willing to keep the ball in hand when needed. And at this stage, Argentina just using the ball a bit better than what Namibia have, because they've had the positional advantage, Namibia, and every time Argentina get their hands onto the ball, they've scored some points.
So Argentina, massive front row there in Minavino, Jemchev and Carulo. You can see Chaka Juarez, the inside center.
Crouch only, don't go in. Okay, crouch only. Crouch. Fine.
A part of the game, Justin, that Argentinians pride themselves on the scrums, and we've often seen good international front rows come out of Argentina, and they'll not stand back for a front row and a pack of forwards that has the numbers on them in terms of age and weight. They'll not be stepping back 1 centimeter.
Ben Krause already in the thick of things, the referee today.
And as we mentioned, a strong Argentinian scrum. They prove my point, Justin. Fantastic scrum by the young men, and they'll be encouraged by that. The first scrum of the match, and they certainly have the upper hand. And that's a psychological battle won for Argentina.
Decent touch finder there for De La Vega. And Argentina, well, will they look to get the ball to the exciting backs? Or will they go the composed route? Good take there by Bernstein, but it's gone back. De La Vega. And Carreras, the exciting left winger. And he's like Santiago Cordero, this fella. Running riots on the young Creole field. And it's play on. Namibia dodging a massive bullet. Andres.
They certainly have, but also a get out of free jail card there for Argentina. As we look at the young man Guerrero, he's tough to bring back, or to bring down. A small man in body size, but certainly punches above his weight. Kicks the ball out downfield, and that's a 40-meter gain for Argentina off the back of what was a poor line-out.
So messy for Argentina, but they make use of it. Lovely ball from Chaka Juarez, and here we go. There's an overlap. Carreras, the little winger. Look at the feet go. Magical stuff, Carreras. What a dangerous player.
Fantastic stuff by Carreras. We saw him go 2 minutes ago, 1 minute ago. Justin gets his hands on the ball for the second time and scores a 50-meter try. Tremendous stuff by the young man, and also a great build-up to that try. I'm sure we're going to look at the highlights in the next couple of seconds, but that was pure magic from the Argentinian backline. Let's go through a sloppy line-out ball into De La Vega's hand. Great timing of the pass by everyone involved, especially the experienced Jogabares, and look at this man go again. So balanced, tough to bring down, extremely fast. Over for the second try. Argentina 15, Namibia yet to score a point.
Argentina will be very happy with this start. 15 points on the board in 15 minutes, especially after losing to Uruguay a few weeks ago. It's another fantastic strike. Argentina under 20, 17, Namibia 0.
Justin, as we've seen with their national side and the Wagayares playing in the Super Rugby this year, have been for the last 4 years, they've just become better as a rugby playing nation. As the years have progressed, as they spend more time, more money on rugby, they've really seen the improvement off the back of that. And this team will be dangerous come under 20 World Cup time.
Namibia, well, they need some points on the board. Almost a great take there, and that could have been trouble.
Johan Tromp trying to make up for the try he slipped, let slip through his hands earlier, almost pulling off a great take. But again, good pressure by Namibia, but the ball is in the hands of Argentina, and every time they've touched it, they've looked extremely dangerous.
So 2 instrumental locks for Argentina, and Bernstein and Lucas Boer. Pedamonte steps it to Chaco Juarez. Great leg drive, what a prospect. And Namibia get a much needed penalty.
Yeah, that's a penalty they really needed, desperately needed, Justin, I might add. Namibia under the cosh on the scoreboard, an ideal opportunity for them to put some pressure on the Argentina under 20 team. Interesting decision by the captain. I was going to say very interesting decision by De La Harpe. They've been under the cosh, have not managed to win their line-out balls with any ease. In the end, sanity prevails and opts for the 3 points.
You see Damens there in picture, the open side flanker. And De La Harpe, the captain, inside centre. Just giving some words to his troops. And this man, Clevin Loebsche, only 22 years of age, already 144 points. He's 5th on the all-time scoring list for Namibia. And is he the next Tinus Kotze? Who knows? A beautiful kick. So Namibia 3, Argentina 17.
And that will just calm the nerves a little, Justin. 3 points on the board, so you've got that zero monkey off your back, and hopefully that settles the team a little. It was a good strike by Loebsche to get the 3 points on the board. An opportunity now for Namibia to start chipping away at this Argentinian team.
De La Vega with a hanging kick, and Loebsche takes it well. Under the cosh in the opening 20 minutes of their season. And Andries, well, it is basically on the 10-meter line, but Argentina, they'll be dangerous from here.
They definitely will, Justin. We're taking a well-deserved water break in this simmering heat in Paarl, 30 degrees Celsius outside, and they're not really a breeze blowing. But what an exciting start, first 20 minutes to the opening match, Justin. We've seen an Argentinian team that are extremely dangerous, ball in hand. Defensively, they're quite strong. They look well conditioned, and Namibia have their work cut out for them.
Also, don't go anywhere after this fixture. We have Georgia under 20 side taking on the junior Springboks. And we see there Chaco Juarez. Well, what a prospect he is. He scored a try against England in the under 20 World Cup last year. And in a few years' time, we might just see him in the national setup.
look at the highlights in the first try of the match. Captain Castro getting over, and this came off a turnover from a line-out in the Namibian half of the field, or the Argentinian half of the field. One slip tackle, and this young gentleman gets over for a 5-pointer, converted by De La Vega. And then this was an ideal opportunity for Namibia to get straight back into the match. At that stage, score was 10 points to 0 in favor of Argentina. And then this exciting youngster, Carrera, he's been everywhere in the first 20 minutes, and the Namibians have their hands full with this youngster. Extremely powerful pace and a good, very good skill set, putting them under pressure. And this drive right here, great timing. Chocobares into the hands of the outside backs, and then this man with space in front of him will be tough to stop.
And also there, Andres Crisander Buertas, no slouch as well.
Definitely not Justin, a man with a lot of experience under his belt, but at that instance, Carrera is just too good for him.
The lead, Damens, only 25. Dimchev. It's taken from Bernstein. And here's Chaco Juarez. Looking for some initial meters. And Castro there, letting it go. So Namibia managed to avoid possibly some more points as they crash it up through Ludek. The lock forward. Yankees lets it go. And there's space here on the left. Beautiful stuff. And that time it was the Prince, Gayoseb. Crisander Buerta plays at 9. Frees it away that time to Jericho. Yankees, Loebscher, and De La Hop, the captain. Big tackle there. Yankees showing his experience with a massive box kick, and it's taken beautifully by De La Vega. Garcia. And Argentina, well, they'll love this going through the phases. Just looking to put the pressure on and then free their backs on the outside. Gonzalez with a beautiful ball. It's the captain again, Castro. Garcia. Lovely running. Again, that time it was Bernstein. De La Vega with a beautiful ball. That time to Mendy. Garcia to Mendy again. And another score here for Argentina will put daylight between the two sides. Garcia, De La Vega, and the handling has been brilliant. There's Bur. Garcia, De La Vega. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. It's the captain again, Castro. Juan Pablo Castro gets try number 2 for himself.
Argentina, they'll break you down through short passes, taking the space. Excellent handling by this Argentinian team, and slowly but surely they just start breaking down the Namibian defense, keeping hold of the ball and taking the small gains that they can get. Quick ball, quick recycling of the rugby ball, and all of a sudden space opens up in front of the captain, Castro, and he has only one way to go, and that's forward behind the try line. So look at this again. De La Vega, he was down a little earlier. Just some gaps in the Namibian defense, not going up as one line. And if you give the man of this caliber any space, he'll give you a hiding.
Another simple kick here for De La Vega to add the extras to his captain's try. Adds the extra 2. Argentina looking very mean and hungry, Andres.
Yeah, and you have to appreciate the maturity of this under-20 team from Argentina. Keeping hold of the ball defensively, they don't panic, they get off the line, they make their tackles, they reform their line, they don't give away penalties. And then on the attack, they just hold on to the ball. They work off, the ball when they not have the ball in position. They get into the right spaces, and when the ball comes their way, they take the yard. Small passes, keep hold of it, and then 24 points playing 3.
Lopesha. And taken there by Gonzalez again. He loves receiving the ball from the kickoff. Garcia. And that time Johan Tromp has to gather. Namibia spread it wide. Good switch ball there to Hanrei Detoy. Only a few touches so far for the left winger. And Namibia are in big trouble here. It's another turnover. Argentina looking for another try. They've already scored 3 brilliant tries.
De La Vega opting for the kick downfield, and I suppose not because he thought they'd score a try from it, probably just exhausted from the tempo and the pace of this game and how it's been played. Unfortunately for Namibia, turning ball over again and giving Argentina opportunity to get back onto the front foot. De La Vega pointing towards the touchline, and this is something their coaches will be very, very happy to see. The team having the confidence to back themselves in a phenomenal kick by De La Vega into the corner.
So Argentina looking for try number 4. Simple take there. Maul is called. And they've got the free play as well. Los Pumitas. Looking devastating. Yes, Boer. The lock forward. Garcia. We come back for the penalty.
A lot of pressure on Namibia at the moment. Argentina playing all of the rugby. And you can see a bit of frustration coming in from the Namibian team.
It's in the line out. Late collapse, more was already formed.
In situations like these, Justin, the character of your team is tested. Namibia really under the cosh at the moment.
There, okay?
And what you want this team is here to stand up and work hard to keep Argentina out from scoring a try.
Los Pumitas, their forwards looking for more than try. Try time. Who is coming up with it? It looks like Bernstein. No, it's not. I think it's Dimchef. If we get a number here. It's Gonzalez, the blindside flanker.
Just too easy for the Argentinian team. We just spoke about Namibia having to front up, show some courage and make it tough for the Argentinians to get over the try line. Just too easy at that instance. You get the feeling that physically this Argentinian team is just much better conditioned than the Namibian side at the moment. It's getting easier for them as the half progresses, and look at the build up to the try. Easy set for them. High body positions by Namibia. Easy push over for Argentina.
So De La Vega's toughest kick of the day. Drags that one to the right. So Argentina with a 26-point lead here, and there's still about 13 minutes to go. Namibia needs something.
Namibia would require one of their big players to stand up now and lead from the front, get them on the front foot, get some courage back into their team, some belief that they can come back and win this match.
Pedamonte. It's a strong man, the number 8. And Dimchef goes in for support. And Boer Garcia hits it into touch, and it's a good clearance.
Very good exit by Argentina, right back into the half of Namibia, making it tough for them to claw their way back into this match. And a strange option from Namibia. They've seen some results kicking to the far side of the field, opting to come to the near side and getting punished by a good kick by Garcia.
Nokia and Radamaya having a chat. Sloppy again, but Namibia managed to secure the ball. Boyson with the carry. Yankees to Jericho. Mahepisa Jericho. Yankees to Loubser. And well taken by Mendy, but he's under all sorts of pressure. Is the fullback. He does really well. They work the short side. Yeah, Los Pumitas looking to strike. Chocobares. Carreras. Beautiful ball there. And another great offload. This is enterprising from Los Pumitas. Garcia. Bernstein goes into contact, and they look so relaxed out here. The pass went back. But Los Pumitas under no pressure at all. Just working the phases, almost slipping through there was Garcia. And did you see that ball? Brilliant stuff. The fly off, De La Vega swerving all over the place. And he loses it. What a tackle that was.
Phenomenal tackle, Justin. I believe it was from the 8th man, Adrian Boyson, going back, making that tackle on De La Vega. But how good is the offloading game from Argentina? Second to none at the moment. Every pass seems to stick. So look at this again. Garcia offload from the 4. Phenomenal line by De La Vega. And look at the chase. Step there, experienced Crisander Buerta, and then a phenomenal chase by the 8th man, Boyson, to prevent that try.
Tap back by Argentina. Garcia has to dig for it. Some really good pop passes, and that's gone forward.
And that must be the first mistake we've seen from Argentina. They've been phenomenal with ball in hand. They've put so much pressure on the Namibian defense, and they seem to just to get the ball away at will when they get into contact.
The Namibian forwards have had to work really hard in this heat, going backwards.
And defense takes it out of you, Justin. The more tackles you make, the tougher the game becomes, the more tired you are, and the more you feel like you're chasing your own tail.
Yankees. Goes the difficult way, but Boyson does really well. It's an inspirational carry by the number 8. Yankees, Loubser, some good movement here. JC Grading, that time the outside centre. Yankees Feeds it away to Elopsha. And Namibia struggling to find any holes really in the Los Pumitas defense. And it's a great run there by the Prince. Ludek. Defense is so tight. Can they find some space? Great skip ball. Poison probably beat Namibia's best player, Johan Tromp, the right winger. Can Namibia make it count? The kick pass, Yandre de Toy. It was a great kick, a pity about the bounce. He would have been in for all money, the left winger. Garcia has a great boot on him. Crisander Buerta does well. So what can he bring to the game? The fullback. Under pressure here is Buerta. And as a result, Argentina get the penalty.
Tough call, I believe, there by referee Ben Kraus. It looked to me that Bernstein, I believe it was, first went off his feet before he completed that ball. But regardless, good defense by Argentina. You just feel when Namibia have a ball in hand, defensively they make it easy for Argentina because they're sending a lot of numbers into that attacking breakground, more than 3 or 4 boys every single time, which means that they have less players on their feet with the ability to attack the Argentinian team. So yes, that allows Argentina to set their line and to get off the line because they're not defending against as many players as they would if they had 2 or 3 less players in that breakdown.
Quick short throw, brilliantly. Timchev, the hooker. And he's in for the try. A wonderful play at line-out time. Argentina with a sneaky move.
Argentina catching Namibia napping there with a sneaky move by Demchev and Garcia, I believe it was, sending the ball straight up the same touchline. And this is what Coach Phil Davies want to take out of this match. See where they have shortcomings, see where they're making mistakes, teach the players from this, and see if they can improve every match going forward. They only have 3 months build up into the World Cup, a couple of tournaments, about 15 games to play before the World Cup comes. We look at this Garcia spotting, they've got no one in the 15, gets the ball back, and then Demchev too much speed to get over into the corner. Tremendous finish by Demchev for 5-pointer in the corner.
Tremendous kick there by De La Vega. He has a great action. And Argentina, 3rd game of the season. And Andries, they'll be eyeing Georgia and South Africa, that's for sure. But there's still a lot of time to go, of course, but at the moment, it just really looks promising from their perspective.
Yeah, very comfortable for Argentina. They seem to do everything right. They're getting allowed to play a lot of rugby. Defensively, they're making tackles. They're not giving away penalties as they're not under that much pressure at the moment. So all in all, the first 36, 37 minutes of this match and the start of their campaign has been very promising for them.
Carreras. Good tackle there by Tromp. And then De La Vega stepping all over the place. And luckily for him, he's not carried over.
No.
Garcia. So still in the red zone. And Andries, with 3 minutes to go, Namibia desperately need a try to go into the half.
And they certainly do, and fantastic work by Johan Tromp. Good kick chase, good tackle, followed up by another big tackle to put Argentina under pressure, and probably for the first time in this game, Argentina under a little bit of pressure. And like you rightly mentioned, Justin, it's a vital importance for Namibia to try and score and get onto the scoreboard with a try before half-time.
Nokia, possibly their best take of the day, the rolling maul, Namibia. And then they give an unforced penalty there.
There was no contact, ball was shifted before the maul commenced.
Smart play by Argentina. They don't compete, they're driving maul. Namibia not realising that and shifting the ball back to the last man, and hence it's deemed obstruction, Justin, and a driving maul. The first thing you have to do is take contact from the ball carrier, and then you can move the ball back in the driving maul and set that up. Intelligent play by Argentina.
Also both match day squads, 28 players for Argentina. Because you can have 13 players on your bench, but you can only play 8. And it's a great line out. Garcia, away to De La Vega, Chacawares. And they really just look so dangerous. 36 points to 3. As it's almost time for the halftime Oranges. Namibia really can't afford to concede any more points.
We're going to go tackling scrum. We're going to go next phase to that side. It's dangerous play, okay? Let's play safety first.
Encouraging stuff by Namibia defensively, you know, just putting Argentina under a bit of pressure, not allowing them to take the yards that we've seen them take earlier on in the first half. Just about half time, and time for Argentina and Namibia to go back at the Oranges and just recuperate a little.
It'll also be interesting to see, Andres, if Argentina do empty their bench in the second half.
Yeah, you don't know what the plan is of the coaching staff at this stage, but you expect them to empty the bench and try and give everyone game time before that final match against South Africa next week, Wednesday, I believe, Justin. That would be the focus of this tour for them. They would have backed themselves to win this match and possibly get a win against Georgia. We've not seen them play yet, but they'd backed themselves to beat the Georgian team, and then going to the final match of the series against South Africa, who we would hope would be undefeated at that stage, and it sets up for a great finale.
So Twitter and School Sport Live bringing you this broadcast all over the world. And at the moment, it's been the Los Palmitas show out here at Paarl Gymnasium in the Cape Winelands. Garcia, beautiful inside ball there to Mendy. And again, another miracle ball. Carreras, the little left winger. He skinned them. This man is amazing. Terrific footwork by Carreras, who gets his second.
Every time he touches the ball, Justin, something magical happens. Got the ball for the third time in this half and over for his second try. And 3 line breaks. Fantastic feat by this young individual. I just love the way, if you look at the highlights here, how the Argentinian backline takes the ball all the way to the defensive line before they make their decisions. Good passes in contact. And again, an offload from the ground into space. Carrere, just a little goose step to get across the whitewash.
He is absolutely lethal. No doubt about it. Try scoring machine. And that's the halftime hooter. So Argentina in firm control of the game. We've seen some great tries. We have seen 6 tries by Argentina under 20s. Castro, the captain, got 2. Carreras, the winger, got 2. Gonzalez, off-roading more, the blindside flanker. And then the hooker, Dimchef. Thoughts, Andres?
Now, tremendous half from an Argentinian perspective. They did everything right, Justin. They didn't give away any penalties. They kept hold of the ball defensively, extremely strong. You know, they just look like a confident outfit at the moment. On the other side for Namibia, not the the ideal start for them, obviously taking the scoreline into consideration, but what they can take out of the first half is the fact that they did show courage at the right times, and you know, there's a lot to build on for them on this performance, and a lot of players that still need to introduce into this match.
So it's half-time out here at the Jan Kriel Field in Paarl Gymnasium in the Cape Winelands. It's Argentina under 20s, Los Palmitas 43, Namibia 3.
time is running out for the African rhino, which is why this was such a great opportunity to expose Nicholas Pinnock, the actor in Investec's new brand campaign, to the realities of the rhino crisis. We need international voices to reach new audiences and expose the depth of this humanitarian issue.
I thought I was going to go in there feeling good about, you know, being that close to a wild animal, but I was angry. I was angry that we were being forced to be there doing what we were doing today, because there is a mindset among certain human beings that seems to think it's okay to go and chop the horns off a rhino.
We're South Africans. We know how to live life. And we know that moments make memories. The kind you laugh about with loved ones. Those are Twiza moments. Like the time an ordinary night out with friends turned into the best night of your lives. Or the time a trip home turned into a family reunion. Or when a dream became a reality, or a friendship became a partnership. Those are Twiza moments. Moments when you can almost taste the sunshine. Taste the spirit of Africa growing stronger in you. Taste the flavors that turn good times into the best of times. Made bigger, better, and brighter. Taste the moment with Twiza.
We're back here at Paarl Gymnasium at the Under-20 International Series here, where there will be plenty of warm-up games over the next 8 days. We got Los Pumitas, Argentina Under-20s in devastating fashion so far, 43 points to 3 over Namibia, the open age side. You can see there Paul Davis, coach of Namibia, looking pretty relaxed because he knows, Andries, that it's a long season with their participation later at the 2019 World Cup in Japan.
Yeah, he might look calm at the moment, Justin, but he surely will be frustrated with what the scoreline says at the moment. He's only been with the side for the last 2 weeks, having been in Wales in the Northern Hemisphere for the majority of this year. So he's not had a lot of time to work with the team, and there surely are a lot of aspects that they'll have to improve going on to the World Cup, keeping in mind that they've got New Zealand and South Africa to contend with in the World Cup pool stages.
This broadcast available on School Sports Live YouTube channel, and also of course the DSTV Now app with Super Sports. And it's only game 1 of 6. After the next 40 minutes, we'll have the hosts, the Junior Springboks, taking on Georgia Under-20 in what will also prove, Andries, to be a big test for the Junior Springboks, because they've only played 2 or 3 games this year in warm-up games against Boerlands and then Western Province's challenge side, while Georgia have played the French Under-20s twice, and they put up some good performances. They're only narrowly losing.
Yeah, Georgian side has improved over the years as well, Justin. They really performed well against the Junior Bucks the previous World Cup in Georgia. They pushed them all the way to the line in their matches last year here in Stellenbosch. They also put the Junior Bucks under a lot of pressure. So they've improved in time. They've got a couple of players in their team that have played in the Junior World Cup. Flower playing in his 3rd Under-20 World Cup and already represented the senior national team 7 times. So it will be a test for the Junior Bucks. But first at hand, the next 40 minutes between Argentina Under-20 and Namibia.
See their coach, Jose Pedekina of Argentina. Spent some time with the Jaguares and then also played rugby for Parma in Italy. So a lot of experience there. And really showing an improvement after their outing against Uruguay under 20. And it's all about leading up to the under 20 World Cup in June for Los Pumitas, who will be the hosts as well at that World Cup, and they're going to look to finish better than they finished in 2018 at 6th place.
They'll definitely fancy their chances as well, being at home in front of their own crowd. It does mean a lot for the players to play in front of their family members and their friends and people that support them at home. And they'll fancy their chances, especially with the way they're playing at the moment. They look like a really composed team. They've got a lot of skill, a big pack of forwards, and their offloading game is just sublime.
So De La Vega, well, he's looked pretty slick so far in the first half.
Ben Krause has had a good game as the referee.
De La Vega. Ludic does well. The tall timber. But Argentina, well, they're really looking well drilled, causing some havoc, and they get a scrum in a dangerous position.
An ideal start for Argentina and Carreras, the tiny winger, affecting that turnover at the breakdown. Exactly what they would have wanted from this kickoff. A scrum inside the 22-meter area of Namibia.
Pedemonte, the number 8 for Argentina, tons of experience. And he really looks like a prospect. And that's the thing with this Los Pumitas side. 7 players in the squad who played in the tournament last year out in France.
Just looking up at the setup of the Argentinian backline just off screen at the moment. All 3 of them, 10, 12 and 13, extremely flat and close together. And then Carreras out the back. And what you presume is for them to try and hold the first 3 defenders of Namibia and then creating space for their dangerous back 3.
Sit.
It's a free play. Argentina have the penalty. De La Vega with a short pop pass there to Chaka Pares. A lot of strength, and you can see all the Namibian players making sure that he doesn't go any further. But Argentina have the penalty.
Ominous stuff for this Namibian pack of forwards at the moment. Second scrum that they've been given a hiding. A young pack of forwards that Argentina have, but extremely powerful. Minervino, Dimchev and Carrero, extremely powerful players.
This Argentina side has a lot of well-nourished individuals. And Gonzalez, that time, one of the try scorers, is up for it. And Los Pumitas looking to get the engine room going here. And Namibia doing everything in their power to stop this rolling maul. And they've done so. De La Vega, Carreras is looking for a hat-trick there. But Namibia will take that, Andres, that's for sure.
Yeah, they'll sigh of relief there. Only 2 minutes into the second half, and under a lot of pressure was Namibia as we look at Johan Tromp going back and just securing that ball over the try line for Namibia. I'm going to start for them.
Loubser with the kick to De La Vega. With the up and under taken by Yankees. Yes, Chrisander Buerta. Good offload there. to Gacheko. Namibia ringing some changes. And Lopesha, oh, it's an easy one for Mendy, and you don't want to kick it to this bloke because he can set off like a fighter jet. And look at him go, the fighter jets, finding a lot of space. It's a wonderful pass. Argentina really showing what they are made of here at Paarl Gymnasium. Bernstein, who's got through a lot of work. Garcia, De La Vega, Tim Chef, one of the try scorers. De La Vega again, Chakabares. And Namibia, they've marked him well despite the scoreline. Because he is one of the nation's hottest prospect. And they get the free play again. Argentina. And Lucas Boer almost bursting away. And now his lock counterpart has a crack. Bernstein. Minivino, the fun bus. And he lets it go. Chocobares creates the pass to Perez Rachel. And good defense there, but the issue is Andres is pretty relentless from Los Palmitas.
Fantastic work again by Adrian Boyson, keeping that ball off the air and preventing that try from being scored. But again, just kicking the Argentinian back to the ball is not the smartest thing at this stage. They will absolutely punish you from broken play, and as they rightly did, fullback Mendy just cutting through that line and putting Namibia under pressure.
So the front rows taking a well-deserved break. Ben Krause having a bit of a laugh there with Los Palmitas. An experienced referee, has been around the world. And Kurovic feeds the replacement hooker.
Ball in front.
And Garcia, the scrum off, he's been instrumental as Gonzalez, the blindside flanker. So Argentina looking to make it 50 points on the board. They're really close. Garcia, De La Vega. Castro with the skip ball there. To Kinti.
Stay there.
Pedemonte, the machine. And Namibia get a well-deserved turnover. They get the scrum.
They'll take a lot of courage from that defense. They got off the line quickly and they made their first up tackles, putting the Argentinian team under a lot of pressure. And they have to take the small wins that they get out of every single battle to claw themselves back into this match. On the scoreline, probably a bit too far for them to come back off, but they certainly have a lot to play for. And they've got so long to go before the World Cup, Justin. They need to start building on that. Take these small wins and keep building on that.
Yeah, that's all. Quick stability.
Chocobares there, the inside centre. And Castro, the captain.
Crouch!
A deadly combination.
Bind! What's wrong? No, get in there, get in there. Yeah, scrum. Kom ons scrum. Daar was genoeg space daar.
I've never seen a front row forward, Justin, admit to getting scrummed. They always have an excuse. It's always someone else's fault, and it's a very competitive part of our game right there in the mixer. These boys love to do what they do, and they do it week in and week out.
They're as cunning as a bag of weasels, that's for sure.
Sit!
Encouraging stuff for Namibia. That's the first time they had the upper hand in the scrum, and that gets some welcome reprieve off this, an opportunity to kick the ball down the field and have a go at Argentina. They've been under the pump 8 minutes into the second half, and they've not seen a lot of the ball.
Stay up.
So Namibia Well, they really just need to go through the phases. Argentina
Number 3, 4,
making a
and
few
12.
replacements.
3, 4, and 12. I need you to trust the system. It will work, okay? Thanks.
So considering the lead, Argentina looking to give their squad some rotation.
Sorry, you call?
Yeah, referee Ben Kraus just sending off Guerrilla and Bernstein, and the next thing they get sent back onto the field by the assistant referee. So they're going to have to play for the next couple of minutes before they get a rest.
So at the back there is Nokia. Orbit Nokia. Yankees with a massive kick. And Kinti knocks it on.
Good result for Namibia. Good kick by Scrum VG and Yankees, and the chase reasonable to put some pressure onto Argentina and forcing the knock-on. But what you don't want to do, Justin, is giving the Argentinians easy ball. Had he managed to hold on to that, it's Argentina back onto the front foot. Namibia under pressure again and having to tackle for an extended period of time. That takes it out of your legs. We've mentioned it earlier. If you tackle for an extended period of time, it feels like you're chasing your own tail. You're not getting anywhere. Ben Kraus showing off his Spanish, and Bernstein eventually leaves the field for a well-deserved rest.
Augustine Tot is on the field, the lock forward.
Time on.
The tall man. And Namibia, well, they in much need of a first try.
Fine. Sit.
Loopsje, some good ball here to Greiling.
Tackle.
So Namibia, can they break the defensive line? A nice little chip over the top. Here's Boyson, who's been a standout player. It's a wonderful pass. And what a try that is. It's Max Kajiko.
Kajiko getting over for the first 5-pointer for Namibia, and they've been under the pump for most part of 10 minutes in the second half and getting a well-deserved try. Justin, Adrian Boyson has been inspirational for the Namibian team, and well-deserved, gets his hands onto the ball for the final pass. 5 points, Max Kajiko over, and Namibia on the scoreline. Highlights over here. I thought at one stage Eugene Yankees taking a chance, kicking the ball away, got a favourable bounce. Adrian Boyson, he's been everywhere, and a tremendous offload to force the 5 points.
So Namibia get their first try of the series, a much needed one. The replacement player, Max Kajiko, with the score. So it's a difficult kick here for Loopsje. Right from the corner. Can he add the extras? Not a bad strike, but unfortunately just shaves the upright. Argentina 43, Namibia 8. Still 28 minutes left in this fixture. A lot of time.
Yeah, Namibia enjoying a bit of time of it at scrum time, allowing them to have a better platform to attack from.
Johan Tromp, the experienced winger. Wait. And Poisson, well, he's really been their best player without a doubt. He's been everywhere. Kinti, the fighter jet, is under this one. Really good footwork there by the fullback. Garcia and Pedamonte running into some traffic.
No.
Garcia, De La Vega, Acosta. Garcia And that's a big hit there
On the chest.
on Boer. Garcia, numbers on the left here.
Off the head, off the head. Play on. And that's
And then hands like dinner plates there. But Argentina still have it back. Carreras is over the ball. Doing some yeoman work there.
Release first.
De La Vega
8 back.
with the Gary Owen. And Nukia, the hooker. And Namibia
Same as we had
have a chance to reset here.
Good work defensively from Namibia, forcing Argentina for the first time in this match to kick away the ball in the attacking part of the field. So they'll take a lot of courage from that. And it does look like this Namibian team has grown a bit in confidence after they weathered the storm in the first 10 minutes, got onto the scoreboard with a try in the corner, and they slowly but surely getting more confidence and playing a bit more rugby.
Okay, good. Was it this one over here? Okay, good. Okay. Number 7 sub. We need to get the knees off the ground. Okay. Okay, stay up. Just don't go. Okay. Well, it's not shoulders that dip, it's the knees that go down. Okay.
Again, the Argentinian team just asking the questions to referee Ben Krause. They've been under the pump in the scrum since they've replaced Carrello, and rightly so. The Namibian team have been strong. They've worked hard as a unit, and they've slowly but surely managed to gain the upper hand come scrum time after having been under the cosh, you must say, for 40 minutes, Justin.
Kan ons gaan, Ben? Staan op aan. Crouch! Bind! Sit! Stay there.
A great scrum, Yankees. Crescenda, Puerta looking for space. Ginty, but Argentina can be devastating from anywhere. Loose ball. Castro, the captain, the skipper. Look at him go. This is majestic from Castro. Breeze it away to Garcia. Pedamonte, the number 8. Razzle-dazzle stuff out here at the Jan Creel field. Numbers on the right. Mendy pops it to Kinty. Beautiful stuff. Garcia strikes. Lots per meters are certainly in town.
Tremendous stuff by Argentina. All started by the inspirational captain Castro, bumping off a couple of Namibians to get into space. Decided to go to his right-hand side, and then this young man Garcia, he's been prominent in this match, getting a well-deserved try. Just the build-up, the captain Castro stepping left, stepping right, fighting off defenders, and then finding himself in space. Good vision shown, and a great pass out to the scrum off, being where he should be. And again, the offloading contact by the Argentinian team. Recycling, quick ball, and then Garcia opting to take the right option to the right-hand side, and then following up on the inside like any good scrum off should, and rewards himself with a try on the corner. Fantastic stuff, Argentina. And let's just mention again, Justin, off the back of Namibia opting to kick the ball to a very, very dangerous back three of Argentina.
And Garcia looks like his shift is over. And that's like warm toast on a freezing morning.
Tremendous kick by De La Vega. He's been good all afternoon. At one stage stayed down for a little head knock, but he's come back strong and he's kicked the ball tremendously well. He's really managed this game quite nicely, this young fly half, and encouraging for Argentina, because if you want to win a World Cup, you need someone that can keep the scoreboard ticking.
Carreras.
Advantage.
A 2-try Euro so far, and it was a high shot on the little feather.
Yeah, unfortunate for Hook and Orkia getting a high shot on Carreras. He's not a tall man, is Carreras, and he went down low, and you almost don't have an option other than having to make contact. around the neck area.
Well, he's got a healthy boot, that's for sure. De La Vega.
Okay, thank you, line.
And in tight games, Justin, kicks like that one, exactly that kick, means a lot to a team, to a front row forward, to a pack of forwards going on the front foot. And going into the World Cup, they're going to have to take and make use of more than that.
Hold fine.
Good throw that time by Gurovic. The number 19, you can see him at the back there. He's laying it off to Pedandini, who's waiting patiently. But Los Pumitas decide to go with the more. Appeals away for Pedandini. Argentina looking for their second try of the half. De La Vega. He's like a wizard, this fella. Argentina looking menacing. And then Namibia, well, this will be a relief.
Good defense by Namibia, keeping Argentina out. And you feel that Argentina have just gone away a little from their structure, trying something new, and you don't know if that's part of their plan. But they've been so effective taking the, you know, the easy road forward, the straightforward short passes, finding space in between the Namibian defenders, and then just slowly but surely cracking down the defense until the space opens up for them, just forcing their hand a little in that instance.
So Namibia under the pump. And do they have some flashes of brilliance left in this game? 20 minutes to go.
Sit.
Yankees goes on the short side to Huntrom.
Timing was
It's a simple one. De La Vega. His eyes light up when he gets the ball. Full of tricks. Pelandini with a beautiful ball there to Peramonte. Great defense by Namibia.
Stay back now.
And somehow Los Pumitas still have it back.
Stay back.
Hodge to De La Vega. Hits the woodwork.
That was a sneaky drop by the young De La Vega. Nothing on for them, and just a snap kick and almost getting rewarded with 3 points. And just worth a mention, again, Namibia scrumming their own half, opting for a small chip over defense of Argentina. Didn't manage to regather that kick and straight away put themselves under pressure.
And the crowd starting to flock in for the junior Springboks, who are up next against Georgia under 20s.
It's been an encouraging first 20 minutes to the second half for Namibia. They're really under the caution in the first half. They just leaked tries quite easily, and it looked like Argentina could just play at will. Second half's been a different story. Again, under pressure for 10 minutes, Namibia managed to get a try on the scoreboard, and all of a sudden they look like a different team.
Kurovic there in picture, number 19.
Ben Kraus, referee of this match between Argentina and the 20s and Namibia. We mentioned earlier that we see a flying game of rugby, and we certainly have, Justin. He's been a good referee today. His assistants have been good, and we've seen some extraordinary rugby out on the field in the first 60 minutes.
Ben Kraus, he said before, one of the most awkward moments as a referee was he caught a lift with one of the players, and he gave them a yellow card, and he had to get a lift back home.
Serves him right. You don't just go into the pocket for a yellow card as a referee. You really have to get your reasons right before you do that. But he's just grown in stature as a referee has Ben Kraus. He started off as anyone, in the junior ranks, and he's worked his way up. And it's not easy for referees. It's not a job that a lot of people have the capacity to do, or have the courage to take on, because you do take a lot of cop from the public if you're in the limelight as a referee, and you have to just appreciate the amount of time and effort they put into this game, and they're such an integral part of rugby, our referees, and we really have to embrace them and make them part of this game.
Ludic, the big feather, the tall timber, number 5 there. 18 tests for his country. PW Steenkamp on the field for Namibia. Player 23 with the restart. So still a lot of time. Argentina, well boy, they look really hungry. Pedamonte again. Carry after carry, but Namibia with excellent defense.
Good result for Namibia after the break. An opportunity here for them to kick it into the half of Argentina. They've not visited the Argentinian half a lot in the second half. An ideal opportunity for them to get right back into this match. Steenkamp probably not his best kick, coming off the side of the bird, but still Namibia have the line out. An opportunity to have a go at Argentina.
Numbers.
Nokia to throw. And it's been poached by Los Pumitas. Kurovic. Pelandini begging for the ball. That's a penalty. And Namibia just really putting themselves under pressure here.
Diamond's just going off his feet to try and get that ball back for his team. Playing right into the hands of Argentina. And again, this young man, De La Vega, he's been inspirational for his side. Not the biggest individual on the field. Certainly does dictate the show at the moment.
Romero Kurovic. It's a good throw again. And the sack is good. And a little knock on there. So perhaps getting perplexed there by the great sack from Namibia.
Argentina not quite as composed as who were in the first 40-minute, making some silly mistakes, allowing Namibia some easy outs in their own half and their own 22. Might I add, early on we saw Namibia come up the blind side with a small chip by Johan Tromp. Let's see what they have up their sleeves this time.
Fine. Sit.
Yankees, the veteran, under pressure. And just when Namibia get a scrum, they throw the ball away again. And Argentina now with a scrum in a dangerous portion of the field here.
Entirely new front row for Argentina right now, putting Namibia under some pressure. We're going into the last quarter of this match, Justin, and then fitness really starts to play a part. And one wonders whether this Namibian team's conditioning is up to scratch.
Crouch. Fine. Sit.
Pelandini managing his troops very well at the back of the scrum. The scrum off. And the forwards, well, Andres, you can hear they're loving themselves out there.
This is exactly what they live for, the three men in the front row. They love nothing more than to get stuck into the scrum. And if they get a result like that, they'll talk about it for years to come. Tremendous stuff by them, and look how much they enjoy it. They've opted to go for another scrum.
Hou hem binnen. Moenie uitgaan nie.
Shamba, derecho, poner adelante, Shamba. Derecho, canal 2.
Pedamonte at the back. We've seen a lot of him.
Crouch. La entrada, Shamba, abajo. Bind. Sit.
And it's another great shove. There's going to be a lot of stakes on the plate later this evening for Los Pumitas.
Step back.
Castro, the captain, plays at halfback. Pops it to Correa.
Away.
Argentina looking for their second score of the half. It's like a battering ram. Try time. Pedamonte, the machine, strikes for Los Pumitas.
Pedamonte, he's been inspirational for his team. He's carried strong, given them go forward every time he touched the ball and get it rewarded with a 5-pointer. They had advantage, Argentina, after a strong scrum again by their pack of fours. And then look at the build-up to this. Again, just going back to the basics like they have all game. Strong carry. Pedamonte over for the 5 points.
8 tries so far for Los Pumitas in this fixture. De La Vega with another simple kick. And they're just not stopping here, Andres. Los Pumitas have been ruthless.
Yes, they certainly have. And every time they get into this 22-meter area of Namibia, it's as if the forwards just roll up their sleeves, they get stuck into the hard graft, they take the direct route, and they punish the Namibian team for any mistakes they make.
Steenkamp. Let's contest the ball. And Namibia have it back. So what do they have left in the engine? Nukia. Great little step there from the hooker. Yankee Steenkamp trying to solid dummy. Great slip pass there by Ludek.
Get back, get back.
So they've had
Use it, guys.
few opportunities as Namibia. And that's a kick and hope there.
Stay.
Prinsloo had to pick it up. Ludek lets it go wide to Steenkamp. And Namibia getting bundled into touch. And at the moment they have no answer to this Los Pumitas defense.
Good defense by Argentina, must be said, Justin. Again, they've got so many players on their feet. They're not committing a lot of players into the rack defensively. And on the other side of the coin, Namibia, like we mentioned in the first half, 4 or 5 players into the attacking rack. It takes away a lot of the options and makes it easier for Argentina to get off the line and get those offensive tackles in.
Play.
Good take, Bapur. Argentina crashing it up, punching that defensive line.
Leave it, leave it.
And the referee, not sure if you saw that one, and he's got it from his assistant referees.
Who was the other player?
Rare mistake by Argentina. Their handling's been sublime.
Did you?
For 70 minutes in this match, we've not seen a lot of mistakes from them, Justin. We've mentioned this also. They've just been so clinical with ball in hand. They've taken the space when it was given to them. Their handling's been sublime. Their offloading game's been excellent. Decision making's been good. They've just looked like a well-coached, well-trained team.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
It's another good scrum. Steenkamp, De La Harp puts it to boot. A chase from Kreiling and beautifully taken by Kinty. The fighter jet gets the offload away to Castro. Los Pomitas. Oh my goodness, beautiful running here. Hodge, no, it's a Costa Pimentel with the try. Wonderful stuff, a wonderful display of attacking ability.
Costa Pimentel getting on the back end of a great setup by Argentina. Once again, Justin, I sound like a broken record, but a ball kicked away by Namibia, picked up by the dangerous Mendy in the back, creating space, and then the captain, Costa, again with that magical touch to get them into space. Another good offload into the contact, and yeah, the captain, draw and pass into space is Senti, and he is so quick. Support on the inside, almost fumbles it, but over for 5 points.
A 9th try, and the try scorer there, Acosta Pimentel, already scored a few tries so far this year against Brazil and Uruguay. Really kicks the ball beautifully. Does Joaquin de la Vega. And what a shift it has been for the Navigator.
He's been good today. He's been very mature in the way he approached this game. He dictated play for Argentina, got them into the right parts of the field, and then his decision making has just been sublime throughout the 70 minutes that we've seen from him.
Argentina 64 and Namibia 8. Pedamonte, the machine, the big, don't argue. Great carry by the 8th man. And Argentina are not stopping the clock. Out here in the Cape Winelands, running riot. They work the short side.
Backwards.
And it's gone back, picked up by Hodge.
Okay, which blue? First. This first one, this one. Okay. 2 blues. First knock on.
Argentina really starting to enjoy themselves in the Cape Winelands, Justin, and so is referee Ben Kraus. It's been extremely hot out there, midday, 30 degrees plus Celsius. It's been extremely tough for these boys to keep going for the full 80 minutes, but we've seen some exceptional rugby.
No pre-engage again. No pre-engage.
Francisco Hodge was in picture there.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Yankees to Steenkamp, De La Harp, good movements. Great play, blistering pace from Namibia. PJ Walters that time.
Get back. Get back.
So Namibia desperately wants a second try. Ludek, he's tried all game. The lock forward. Yankees goes on the short side. Krailing. Opportunities on his left.
New advantage.
Good carry there from Seti. They need quick ball.
Oh, we go.
Poison.
Loads of advantages.
Justin, you might have just heard referee Boyson or Ben Kraus mentioning that you've got loads of advantages to the Namibian side. And the first time they've put this Argentinian defense under a bit of pressure, they're starting to make mistakes. They're forcing them into errors, into penalties, and had they been able to do that for the full 80 minutes of this match, it would have been a different scoreline on the scoreboard at the moment. But they have not been able to put sufficient pressure on Argentina throughout the match.
Okay, we had 3 offside, offside, offside. Get them back, otherwise we're going to be consequences. Okay, good.
Lucas Boer.
Who is it, guys?
Getting a talking to
give me a number.
on behalf of his teammates.
Is he off? Is it that player? Time is still off. Time is still off. 14. I just need to go check the head. Yeah, just change him, please. He's going off at the back.
Senti for Argentina, just getting taken off the field for a head knock, a head assessment. And I don't think we'll see him again in this contest.
Let's go, fellas. Why are we waiting? Daar's klaar veel aan my kant. Daar's klaar veel aan my kant. Anders stuur ons 'n bietjie jog. Time back on. No interlock, stability. No, good bind. Yeah, good bind. Okay, thanks.
Kala Vrygang, a big individual, number 18 for Namibia there in the front row.
Okay, time off. Guys,
Built like a bicycle shed.
reach us, anyone. Thank you.
Some confusion in Argentinian team. They've taken Senti off for HIA and Captain Costra back onto the field
Let's go.
to complete the 15-man contingent. Only 4 minutes left in this match to look at the highlights. A build-up
Time back on.
to this play. Good handling by Namibia. Ball out in front and a massive handoff on Mendy to get in behind.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
So can Namibia strike? Boyson gives it to Yankees. Skipboard to Steenkamp. It's a loose pass. Tromp. And Argentina escaping danger.
Step back. Terug hier zo, terug.
And Namibia, all they had to do was execute there.
Sorry, in touch.
Very lateral by Namibia in the build-up
Right, scrum down.
to that position. No one really taking the ball
Knock on
forward
first,
to the defensive
come down.
line, as we've seen this Argentinian backline do. They keep on taking the ball to the defensive line and then slipping the ball in behind the player next to them.
5 minutes.
Namibia just running across the field and then eventually, as you'd expect, running out of space on the far edge.
Julle 13.
Just remember, up next, it's the Junior Springboks taking on Georgia under 20s. Don't go anywhere. 5 minutes left of this fixture.
Bind. Sit.
Los Palmitas in firm control. Pedamonte, he is just everywhere, this number 8. What a prospect, De La Vega. And he's really got such a sweet boot.
Great exit by Argentina, strong carry by Pedamonte, as he's done this whole match. And then again, another kick by De La Vega. How good has he been today?
There's a mark.
So Namibia's
Open.
first game in 2019, and they can only get better coming up against a Los Palmitas side who are already into their 3rd fixture. And a circus at line-out time.
Scrum, line out. Scrum, line out. Scrum.
Going into the final couple of minutes of this match, Justin, there's so much to talk about on both sides of the field. Argentina on the one hand, clinical, professional, well-drilled, extremely confident in the way they play the rugby match. On the other side of the spectrum, Namibia, not completely doom and gloom for them, but so many work-ons for them going into the build-up to the 2019 World Cup in Japan.
Crouch. Bind.
Presión.
Sit.
Presión.
The feed from Pelandini. Another good scrum. De La Vega. It's got a lot of tricks. Los Palmitas almost finding an opening. They're in search of their 10th try of this game. And that's gone forward.
Forward pass.
Just forcing the pass at the end there, but a good example of how this Argentinian backline takes the ball to the line and really make the pass at the last instant to get the gains through the small spaces in between the Namibian defenders. And that's something you can learn from the way they take the ball to the line, delayed passes into the space, and as a result getting a lot of traction.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Stay, stay.
It's another big drive from Los Pumitas, but it is a penalty, unfortunately, for them. So Namibia, they have an opportunity here to find some territory and try strike for a second time.
Scrum.
Captain Daryl De La Harpe opting for another scrum. They've been under the pump come scrum time in the last 15 minutes. Very brave call by the young man. But also, lineouts not functioning as they would have wanted them to.
Start square, start square.
A reasonable opportunity for them here. It's in a good part of the field, a lot of space either side of the scrum, and also in some space in behind.
Bind. Sit.
Yankees, Steenkamp hitting it flat. And what a tackle there by De La Vega, his opposite number. Fronting to the challenge. Boyson, good little offload there to JC Greiling. And Namibia, or considering how the game has gone, they need something special here. Skip ball, beautifully done. Yes, Greiling again.
No, no. Play advantage. Offside.
So Namibia have the free play. Here's the big man, the bicycle shed. Vrygang and Yankees with the dab over the top.
Yankees knowing that they had the penalty coming their way and taking a chance, kicking the ball over the defensive line of Argentina. As you hear the hooter go in the final play of this opening match.
Seti, the loose head prop, getting some yards and getting some game time. Here's the try scorer. Yankees, Steenkamp with a great ball. Room on the left, yeah, beautifully done from Walters. The race is on. And Argentina playing some football stuff. And that is that. So Argentina under 20s 64, Namibia 8. Argentina scored 9 tries. Their captain started off leading from the front. Namibia got a try of their own. But Andres, Argentina really making a statement here.
They definitely are. They look like a well-composed and a well-trained team. We've said this before. They look so good with ball in hand. They're under control. The offloading game is sublime. And defensively, they were very strong today. Namibia, on the flip side of the coin, they've got a lot of work on before they hit the World Cup in Japan. Not all doom and gloom for them. They've got players coming back from Varsity Cup and players playing abroad. But Coach Phil Davies, he'll have his hands full in the next 3 months.
Don't go anywhere. Up next, it's the Junior Springboks, the hosts, taking on Georgia under 20s, the Junior Lelos.